Hi all my BryceBid01 fans, how's everyone doing? It's your boy BryceBid01. Today I'm going to be doing something different. I'm going to be booking Alexa Bliss on how what she would do in All Elite Wrestling. Now let me go ahead and get this disclaimer really quick. I'm not saying I want Alexa Bliss to go to All Elite Wrestling unless if WWE doesn't treat her right or if nothing goes with Alexa Bliss's more of her ideals. She's probably going to go to AEW or just quit wrestling at all, or just or no longer do wrestling at all, basically. So, hey, it is what it is. If Alexa doesn't want to wrestle, she doesn't want to wrestle. If she wants to wrestle somewhere else, let her wrestle somewhere else. No matter she gets fired or ask for her release, which means she wants to quit or secretly, quietly quit. So many scenarios. So, here's the video right here, right now. This is how I would book Alexa Bliss in AEW, All Elite Wrestling. Alexa Bliss is All Elite. So let's jump into this multiverse of Alexa Bliss being in a different wrestling company and let's get it. Rumors have been speculating that Alexa Bliss might get fired from WWE, but these were just rumors and none of it actually happened. But however, people are still speculating on Alexa Bliss's contract with WWE. Will she resign or will she not? Stay with WWE or leave WWE? People are absolutely losing their bananas. I have to say it. They're losing their bananas over this situation. People want to know, will Alexa Bliss stay or will she go? Well, let's see. She had a good run with WWE after she showed up at yours truly Elimination Chamber at Saudi Arabia, right? Everybody remembers this, right? So after that, she disappears for a little bit. She shows up at WrestleMania 38, and let's go ahead and skip a little bit of stuff, if you will. Let's just move along a little bit. We're in the year 2026, and WWE decides to go ahead and let go of the merch top seller herself, Alexa Bliss. She finally got released. But people are kind of speculating if there has been was it a she said or she said that type of situation? We weren't sure. The fans of WWE were speculating this. Was this true? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday Night Dynamite on TBS instead of TNT. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing, but that's not the whole point. Anyways, so on this amazing episode of Dynamite, it takes place in not only Columbus, Ohio. Uh-oh. Kai Conti's coming out. I wonder what she has to say. She gets on the mic talking about the last episode of AEW Dark, saying she has been beaten absolutely everybody and she's ready to make the biggest challenge yet. She's going to challenge Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, for the AEW Women's World Championship. And then here she comes out, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, as the AEW Women's Champion. And I decided that she's going to win the championship back in 2024 after losing the title to Thunder Rosa, but she wins it back in 2024. And then DMD decides to talk trash to Kai Conti, saying that she was a better champion and telling her she will never be champion. And then Kai Conti had enough and kicked her in the face with those nice Nike shoes. Very detailed, by the way. And DMD makes a comeback and puts good old Kai Conti in a lockjaw, and she taps. And then the show ends with Dr. Britt Baker having the championship high and going DMD. And a few days pass by, and people still can't stop talking about Brandy Rose, talking about why she wants Alexa Bliss to join AEW, wants her really bad and stuff. And then finally, Alexa Bliss kind of caught up to this and decided to talk to her on Twitter. And they didn't get into a fight or anything. She was just like, hey, how can I join AEW and stuff like that. And then she gave her all the details. And then finally, this happened. Until a tweet came out from Alexa Bliss. She said it. She said it. I quit at WWE and say hello at All Elite Wrestling, AEW. I will see you at Daly's Place tonight in Jacksonville, Florida. By the way, guys, it's a fake tweet. Don't get it twisted. This is just a part of the whole story of what I'm telling of how I book Alexa Bliss in a situation like this. So, yeah. So she tweets it out, and everyone goes nuts about it. And then she's not allowed to compete anywhere quite yet, even though you know how the WWE is. When a wrestler quits WWE or gets fired, you're not allowed to wrestle anywhere until the 30 days have been expired. So, yeah. You know how the rules go. You know how the rules go. And here we are in Jacksonville for AEW All Elite Wrestling. So it's about to be the end of this match. We got ourselves a main event with your girl Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, defending her AEW Women's World Championship against good old Kai Conti, of course, because she's been challenging her. So they had a good fight at the end until DMD won the match and kept beating her up and beating her up and beating her up and beating her up. Just keep beating her up to death. And then about to do the lockjaw. Before she did it, everyone goes nuts when they hear this song. This theme song, if you will. You hear the loudest pop in AEW history. Alexa Bliss makes her debut in Jacksonville. She saves Kai Conti from old Britt Baker. She reveals a t-shirt that she was wearing while taking off the jacket. Not just an ordinary plain black shirt that she was wearing an AEW merchandise, and they were chanting Bliss, Bliss, Bliss. They were happy to see Alexa Bliss in All Elite Wrestling. The goddess is in AEW. Alexa Bliss will have her first AEW match against Ruby Soho, and she'll pick up a good win after that one. Then she'll go up against Chris Statlander, definitely win that match as well. Definitely had the most epic match of all time with Jade Cargill. Hard match, but she still beats her. And then finally, she goes up against DMD, Dr. Britt Baker. And then finally, after having a good feud or so, she finally gets the opportunity of going after her championship. And then 1, 2, 3, finally, Alexa Bliss becomes your new AEW Women's World Champion. And she's the top of the world as champion, and she rules the AEW roster of the women's division. And that is it at the end of the video. So that is how I would book Alexa Bliss in AEW All Elite Wrestling. I'm probably sure I know you guys have questions like, does she start a faction? Does she help a few stars get famous and pushing them to the moon and stuff like that? I don't know. You guys continue the story for me in the comments down below and see what happens. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and without further ado, see you guys later. Peace out.